Alright guys, it's me Tycoon coming back to you with another review. And this is The Last of Us Season 2 overview. So let's get into it. The hit series returns on HBO Max or Sky Atlantic, whichever you're watching this review taking place. But let's get right into this. Based upon the mega hit video game, Season 2 basically takes the video game and all the controversies that went within that video game, amplifies it by 4,000 and puts it out on screen ready for you to switch off. Why have I said it that way? In short, this is all over the place. The pacing's all over the place. The dialogue, you want to reach into your TV screen and strangle the people who are speaking. You can't get away from it. And let's address the elephant in the room. Alright. Bella Ramsey is not to blame here. Pedro Pascal is not to blame here. Jeffrey Wright is not to blame here. None of the actors are here to be blamed. They're doing it for the paycheck and they're doing the very best that they can what they've been given. So who is to blame? The director of each and every episode for the pacing elements. The executive producer in Neil Druckmann, and it is his baby. As well as the writers under Neil Druckmann's sort of tutelage. Not only the whole element of wokeness and all the rest of that kind of stuff, that is absolutely stupid. Because the way how they've done it, I've seen it done far better in shows like Star Trek Discovery. And I hate Star Trek Discovery. Fear the Walking Dead done that kind of relationship, the lesbian relationship or the gay relationships, far better. Because they didn't seem to force it in. It was a natural progression. And more importantly, the characters are likable. Ellie is not likable. You only see... Oh dear God. I'm having to scratch my head now. Yes, they went down the road of following the game where they killed off Joe very early. Very early. But then episode 6, before the penultimate episode, before the final one in episode 7, they do this whole thing about the time jump, the whole 5 years, what's been happening. And you see, Ellie's, Bella Ramsey, playing Ellie as a likable character, then going through her teenage angst and all the rest of that kind of stuff. Where was that? Why did we have to wait till we got to the end before we get that sort of stuff? The mushroom-based zombies. Episode 2 had a massive battle in it. But that's the only time that you see something like that take place. All the others are a little bit of skirmishes here and there. Some of the decisions that are being made are absolutely stupid. The way how Ellie's been written is very confrontational. In more ways than one. You want her to die. And people who are following her blindly, you want them to die. Because of how stupid their decision making is. Even Abby, the person that exacted her revenge on Joel because Joel killed off her father at the end of season 1. Joel didn't even bother to try and save himself or explain himself. He just, fine, hell with it, go and kill me off. And yeah, it is kind of brutal. It is brutal. But then to leave Ellie alive, what was he thinking was going to happen? The decisions were stupid. Absolutely insane. And somehow they made the series out of this. The council being a commune or for communists and stuff like that. All that sort of thing. There was a very good template out there with the very first season of The Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead, the first couple of seasons of Fear the Walking Dead, going all the way up to season 6. And you've had other zombie-esque type things out there where they've shown great character development. They've shown relationships being built and bonds being made. You've also seen revenge arcs take place as well, and executed really, really beautifully, where you felt for the main protagonist to go out there and get their revenge. It's a just thing that they're doing. No fucking chance here. This is fucked up every step of the way. Even the goddamn relationship between between Ellie, she's gay by the way, between Ellie and whatever the other person's name is. Some of these characters are really forgettable, and making their decisions to, you do wonder what is going on, because this is a post-apocalyptic environment. That makes sense to people. You can't just be doing things like you're in South London, walking on the streets. Well, actually, even South London, it's not post-apocalyptic. Don't worry about that, guys. I'll say West London. It's not like West London where you're walking the streets at night and, you can have everything showing and no one's going to come up to you and say anything. This isn't that. You've actually established 3 groups of people, 2 of them at war with one another. The wolves and, she who loves everyone, the people who are scarred, that kind of thing. And just the decision making that goes into this, and you're looking at Ellie thinking, why are you getting angry for? You're supposed to survive. You can't save everyone with 4 bullets. How are you going to do that? And she is looking to disobey people. And this is where it all just goes really wrong. The whole thing is just terrible. And again, this isn't down to the actors. The actors have really put their hearts and souls into this. You know that it is the writers. They really fucked it up. And they tried to bring in the game to a television show. Here's the big difference. When you got a video game, you've paid $80 or £80 to maybe £100+ including downloadable content. You're gonna play it. You're gonna put your time into it and be invested in that game because you spent a lot of money on it. That's not the case with a TV series. A TV studio like HBO has put the money into this. The viewer has a choice of turning the channel. Especially in this day and age of streaming, they can pick and choose what they want to watch when they want to watch it. It is no longer the good old days where people gather around the TV set and say, "Oh, did you watch this last night?" All of those days are gone. If you thought that this is going to be something to scream and shout about, yeah, your viewing figures dropped the moment Joel died. No one was invested in Ellie as a character because she was written in such a way that you didn't want to be invested in her. You wanted her to die. And that's, and the way how they potentially left it on a cliffhanger, I don't think anyone's going to be bothered to watch, season 3 when it comes out. But what do I know, guys? So that's why, if you've stayed with this review and my rant, great, good on you. Because what I want you to do now, I don't care what platform you're watching this on, give me a like, give me a follow, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. If you guys don't know how to do that, then you all need to go back to school. So says the Tycoon.